Yeah, the more I'm looking at this deck, the more it feels like the person who originally built this, whose list I'm copying, um, it seems like they took a list of like one of Dickman's old like tempo twin decks, and then made the mana base and everything, and then just decided to like cut the Gataxian probes or whatever filtering. And like this hand's fine to keep a one lander because you have visions, but this deck's not really going anywhere as is. There's certainly like a lot of great things this deck's doing, but it needs some fixing. Interesting. Trying to figure out what that tells me. It tells me that I'm just going to be passing the turn. That's what it tells me. Casting Remand on literally anything. I guess technically, I think the life matters more than the marginal odds of drawing the land that I'm going to fetch, which is a Blood Crypt. Well, it seems like my opponent understands how to play against the card Remand, which is just don't cast spells ever. Nope, I lied. Yeah, I'd just like to have the option of what I guess I. Yeah, I should have just played the tap land. I guess I could, in theory, dispel something this turn. Oh my gosh, what just happened? I thought that was a remand. That's super awkward. Oh well. Okay, how do I recover from that awkward mistake? Yeah, losing that, that's fine. And somehow F6ing through that. Okay, that's a very good way to recover from that mistake. No. Don't need this many remands. This is probably like a Grizzlebrand or something. Well, I'm just going to cast Pestermite. For what it's worth, this is actually what I have my opponent pegged on based on the mana. Just the slower version of the Goryo's Vengeance deck. Yeah, I'm actually okay running this because if my opponent has the spot removal spell, I can still Lightning Bolt out of it, or out of the Liliana later. Yep. This matchup should be atrocious for my opponent if I play reasonably well. And not just accidentally misclicking Snapcaster mages. Well, let's see. So I'd want Dispels, Negates. Don't really want Command. I like Tassiger. Don't. Electrolyze is terrible. Should probably cut bolts. Spell Snare is good because it KOs Goryo's. I don't... yeah, that card's bad. Bolt is better. I don't really know. There might be an artifact. I should just keep it to hedge. I don't really want to make my opponent discard, but whatever. I'm not going to try to murder us. Terminate. Is there a chance I want to terminate a Gristlebrand? I don't really think there is. Lightning Bolt at least interacts with my opponent's life total when they're trying to get to Gristlebrand life payments. Pretty clear keep. Dispel is by far the best card I could have in this matchup. So the life total to watch out for. Oh, that's good. That's bad. That was last match. I think I just go for another Visions here. I guess there's a... Well, that was a great draw. I was going to say, I guess there's a chance I could just, like, lose the game if I don't find another blue source, but I was willing to risk it. I'm okay drawing the gate, so I have another counter. I don't want another Cryptic, because that card's just expensive and do nothing. My opponent plays Liliana. I think I'm discarding a Deceiver Exarch. Yeah, the Lightning Bolt. I think it's close. I probably discard the Bolt so I have more fodder for the -2 so Tasigur can stick. Tasigur is pretty nice against the Liliana. Like, it just makes the card cost less. Well, does that actually choke my opinion or my options for the rest of the game? Well, now it doesn't because that's now countered, but I think I'm paying life here. I have to do some math here. I guess 15 is the other life total I'm trying to avoid, so I'm not going to come back from an Emrakul hit. This is not a deck that does that. Thoughtseize. No thank you. Just on principle, no thanks. If I get Goryo's again, that's life. Or Liliana, I guess. Actually, think I'm supposed to discard a Deceiver Exarch. Use this Lightning Bolt to take Liliana out of Edict range. That was the wrong... I just clicked cards. I don't know why. I'm just not... I thought that was Dispel. I thought that was the other one-drop spell. And I'm going to discard Cryptic to Liliana here. The reason being Deceiver Exarch, tapping Gristlebrand, or Emrakul is basically just as good as a counter here. and it also protects my Tasigur from the minus on Liliana if there was a follow-up Liliana. Like, there's a lot of things this Deceiver Exarch's going to be doing. Well, that's comforting. Well, both of my cards are going to disappear anyways at this point. So, may as well put my opponent into a position where they can't, like, just plus. They could plus Liliana, I guess, but. I think drawing a random card here is, I guess, because I can hit a land. Yeah, and Tasigur. I don't really want Pestermite here. I do want land on top to minimize my opponent's options on attack Liliana, attack my opponent. The land minimizes my opponent's options on this Tasigur activation. Though I guess I'm probably just getting Serum Visions back anyways. I just, like, don't want to get back a Pestermite. It's kind of cute how I can kind of just, like, set up this cool loop. Yeah, cool. I will gladly return to the same board state. Especially because my opponent needs... I guess in theory, my opponent could go Faithless Looting, discard Gristlebrand, Unearth, or Gorios, and I would lose the game. As I'm sitting here laughing about my opponent being locked out, I just proceed to not cast the Splinter Twin that I drew off the Serum Visions. Don't ask me why. I had my opponent dead last turn. I was just kind of showing off. Okay. Yeah, it did not matter, but that was certainly loose because I was busy doing all sorts of irrelevant math on stuff and got excited by actually getting to use this card for once because it's pretty nice.